Hey,
Send
Mansoor,
like a
I
video.
was reading this. I was reading this, and I thought it was a great idea. Did you come up with an idea, or they were going to do an idea where you were going to do something on Scientology with Miz as the Tom Cruise guy?
That's right. That was
That's
one
a
of our
great
pitches.
idea.
Yeah. We actually
Really?
flew to
Tell
Stanford.
Disco.
Sure. So, Disco, we flew to Stanford because this was after Maximum Male Models was killed. We were told no more Maximum Male Models. Actually, what's funny is we were told that we were going to take the Maximum Male Models in a new direction, and until then, we were going to be off TV. And Maxine was just going to go to Alpha Academy with Chad and Otis. So we were like, okay, what does that mean, taking it a new direction? Well, we were told we need you guys to be a little less flamboyant. If you guys know what I'm actually trying to say. So we say, okay, we get new gear that looks more like wrestler gear. We try to be a little bit more masculine. We pitched walking around reading Playboy just to show that we were really masculine.
Right.
But they were like, listen, we don't think it's going to work out. We think we're going to have you be a complete repackaged, totally new gimmick. So we send in a bunch of ideas. One of them was that we were going to be like the two guys in Pulp Fiction. We shot a vignette with that in a limousine. And then one of
That
them
would have been
was
great.
Yeah.
a multi-level marketing scheme, which was like a cult based on Scientology called The Answer. And we filmed a vignette like a commercial where I was the fast-talking, smooth-talking salesman, and Mace was like my heavy, my bodyguard.
The
making
first
that
true
nobody got
believer, but it's clearly like a scam.
What?
Yeah.
Dude, honestly, I do a gimmick on Madden. Mark Madden, the used professor of WCW. I go to a show and play a character where I'm a gambling expert, and we do the picture of the gazing streak. But so we did a gimmick where like I embrace Scientology, okay, and I get my picks from Tom Cruise because I pay for the next level and stuff like this. So we get all the good football picks, right? But the terminology I always uses on the show is like when he's being insulting me for losing games, I say, now you're being a suppressive person.
Suppressive person.
now I have to detach, bro. Like the terminology of Scientology is such a great gimmick. Like suppressive person, detach. So like,
we were gonna
right. Go ahead.
We were gonna have guys join our group by basically planting seeds that all the people in their lives are suppressive people. We were gonna get Riddick Moss, Madcap Moss, who we believe is super talented. We were gonna say, hey, like Riddick, we know things have been going well for you, but we have the answer. And then Emma was gonna be like, I don't know if this is the right thing. We said, Madcap, Emma, she's being a suppressive person, bro. You gotta let her go.
She's trying to prevent you from becoming your true potential.
How great would the vignettes be of the audits? Right.
Oh yeah, where
you're you're auditing the other person, like
hidden camera.
Yeah.
That's actually bro. They fumbled two gimmicks.
Now, did you ever bring up this idea to Miz, and did he like it?
Right.
We actually, I showed Miz the vignette, and he was a big fan. Yeah.
Right.
He said he really enjoyed it, but this was before we were told that. Actually, we went to Connecticut, we pitched it to Creative, and their idea was for Miz to be our Tom Cruise, because Miz wasn't doing anything at the time, and we was like, oh,
that would have been great.
Perfect. We could have had Miz go on the MVP show and jump on his couch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
or he could be the David Miscavige character.
Yeah, totally.
Like, he comes across as like a pretty boy.
Honestly,
right? Yeah.
We wanted our commercials to play during the ad breaks of Raw, like before we debuted. We wanted,
and then not have anybody realize that it was part of the show. Have it could be like a completely at the end of the ad break, have this answer thing, and not really show us immediately, and then kind of gradually have everybody be like, oh, what is this? What is this thing they keep showing? And then, build intrigue as it actually becomes a wrestling thing.
Bro, that's a great idea. I can't believe, because a lot of times we always discuss on this show, sometimes you got to give creative ideas because they do run out of ideas, or you're not one of their, you're not a, favorite of a key person, right? So you got to give bro, those are two great ideas that you just gave.
And the thing for us is we never wanted to just sit at home and collect a check. We feel like we're kind of in our prime right now, and we want to take advantage of us being in our prime while we can. So we were always pitching new ideas, always pitching new stuff. I think we just ended up unlucky that we were just guys that weren't doing anything at a time they needed to free up some salary cap to take from, actual sports.
But there's a lot of stories, as you both know, of people leaving and coming back. And sometimes you gotta make yourself a little prettier somewhere else. And you know what I'm saying? Like Cody Rhodes did and other people have done,
Which we're very happy and excited to do.
Yeah.
Yo, what up? This is Conan, and I host Keeping It 100. My co-host, Disco Inferno, unfortunately.
Well, I'd say you're my co-host.
Listen, every Thursday here on Spreaker, we talk pro wrestling, sports, movies, music, TV, pop culture, and some politics. It's everything the rest of the pro wrestling podcasts are not.
Tune in to hear myself, the superior one, educate and inform.
Tune in to hear me bury Disco.
That's very disrespectful.
Join us every Thursday on Spreaker and keep it 100. Boom!